Yo, welcome to part two of today's episode of the GOAT Report Pod. We just wrapped up our review of the divisional playoff games from this past weekend, and now we're going to look into the championship games from the NFC and AFC conference coming up this weekend. Man, the game of the week, Bills and Chiefs. To give our viewers a little context, Josh Allen is 3-1 or 4-1 against Pat Mahomes in the regular season, but he's 0-3 against Pat Mahomes in the playoffs. Josh, Josh Allen has another chance to take out Patrick Mahomes and get to his first Super Bowl, which
Yeah.
I think he is highly capable of doing if they stick to the strengths of their team. In the game earlier this year, I want to say they beat the Chiefs by 9 points. That was the most time I've ever seen Patrick Mahomes sit over there on the sidelines waiting for his chance to get in the game,
Hmm.
like a third stringer. I mean that's the formula to beat Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, yeah, you got to keep him off the field. Yeah.
Don't turn the ball over on
Mhm.
time of possession and eliminate his times on the field, his opportunities on the field. So, to all my legal sports bettors out there, if you're a Bills fan, take the Bills with the points. I wouldn't advise you to take them straight up just because we know your what the odds
History.
stacked up against you.
Yeah.
Kansas City, the whole Taylor Swift production, the whole
If
Kelsey.
you're a risk taker,
Come on, man.
ain't nobody that's risky.
Flopping, getting calls every time
Yeah,
it's a positive play for the defense. You got to
yeah.
look in that bottom right corner to see if it's a yellow flag. So, legal sports bettors, take the Bills with the points, but I'm hoping Josh Allen takes the Chiefs out and gets to his first Super Bowl. What about you, man?
I seen Taylor Swift make the call. Like they showed her on accident one time. Like as soon as he to play it off, she was like, "Ew, like I'm wilding right now." They
Yeah,
about
I'm
to...
telling you. I'm
Yeah,
telling
yeah, what you doing?
you,
You want
man.
me to perform
We're not hating, but
it?
we are real deal sports fans. We don't want to see
Yo.
that. We don't want to think the integrity of the league is compromised.
Oh no, 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 no.
Please.
If you
But
can't
go
take a
ahead,
joke,
man.
then you know what I mean. I don't know what to tell you, but
All right.
yeah, man, I gotta go with I mean, and I agree with you. You can't even stir any controversy around it because as history has repeated itself, Lamar just went through the same situation. So now we're looking at a situation where he's playing his kryptonite, Josh Allen playing Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
And we're not expecting him to get over that hump either. I would be happy to see that, but nah, man, they ain't gonna let Taylor Swift go home, man. They need them ratings.
I mean, because you know she's gonna be at the game, and I have not seen them lose yet.
Yeah, no, no, no,
Any
no.
game that she has been a part of.
Yeah, for sure.
Physically.
We show her right before the commercial break. So right before the
Right.
ads go, you want to stick around for the game. You're gonna see her laughing in the corner every time my boyfriend gets a pass. Ew. She gonna
Right.
dance. They be all right though. Look, man, y'all number one the team in the league right now. Y'all expected to make the Super Bowl. Is
Right.
this would be a three-peat if they win this year, correct? Or
Yeah. 3P.
so, I mean, they're going for dynasty type of things, this year.
Right.
So as far as the players concerned, I mean, we have seen some shaky calls throughout the season, but they have been playing overall. They've been a pretty good team.
Yeah.
Um, as much as we like the Bills, man, I want to say Josh Allen to get over this, the way he's played that last game. Where they playing at this year? Are they in Kansas this year?
And Kansas City.
Yeah, because they had the better record. Yeah, so
Right.
you're gonna try to beat Patrick Mahomes at home is like you officially the underdog, and he's always been the underdog. But
Yeah.
like,
Right.
hey, dude, man, that's David and Goliath again, bro.
Yeah. That's what it is, man. It's a big time matchup.
Mhm.
Two giants in the game.
Yeah,
Top three matchup. I mean, let's be honest, it's Lamar, it's Josh. No, I got Josh number one.
Yeah.
I have Lamar number two, talent wise, and I have Mahomes three. So, I mean,
Okay.
we're getting a present, a late Christmas present in this matchup, and it's always exciting. I love seeing these two go against each other. But I'm just a big Josh Allen fan, man. I just think this is the year. I mean, how much closer can you get? How much closer can you get to the Super Bowl? It's not gonna get any easier because guess what? Joe Burrow gonna be back next year.
Mm,
Patrick Mahomes is not going anywhere. Lamar and them gonna be back.
yeah.
Houston, when CJ Stroud get all of his weapons back with Tank Dell and Stephon Diggs along with Nico Collins
It's gonna be a tough year, man.
and Joe Mixon.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
that defense, and that nasty defense Houston has. It's not
yeah.
gonna get any easier, Josh Allen. Go ahead and do what Lamar has not been able to do. Go ahead and don't even leave it to the refs, man. Don't even leave it to the refs. Be up by two or more scores every point of that game that you can get that lead up to about two
Any
scores and
chance
more.
you get, you don't let your foot off the gas. It needs to
Don't.
be upset.
You don't.
You let your foot off the gas that 1 second, that boy will come up them sidelines and start
Man.
slinging them, bro. You have to keep your foot on his neck.
Yeah,
And for the
without a
sake
doubt.
of football, for the sake of football, we
Right.
need to see a different storyline happen. We need to see some other like,
Yes.
no, he decided to just turn up. What's going on? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I'm not saying no unfair play. I want to see a fair game, but I want to see a competitive one. Josh Allen, I feel like, man, I've seen him truck through a few defenders this year to get a touchdown, and I'm sure he's not going to stop now. So, what you said, he had like what, 12 rushing touchdowns this year?
11.
11? You
Come
got a quarterback who's running through the red
on.
zone. Like, you can't
Come
stop.
on.
He's a big dude. Like,
6'5".
he's
Two. I don't think we understand how huge Josh Allen is playing the quarterback position. Six
dude.
five, 230.
Oh, yeah, that's muscle, man.
And
6'5",
he's a
30. Yeah. Come on.
reincarnation of Cam Newton.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
just a
He's
better thrower.
yeah, yeah, for sure. And then like you said, he already knows how to work with what he has. I feel like he's so comfortable at that position. Giving him anything else would probably spoil him.
Yeah.
Let that man work. If he can get past Patrick Mahomes this next week, I feel like the Super Bowl will be a cakewalk. The only thing that will mess him up is his own nerves, and we haven't really seen him shaken up too
Right.
much.
Right.
So I think
Because he
he, I think
always
he's
shows
safe.
up.
Yeah, 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 for sure, for sure. I think he got it, man. It's gonna
Yeah.
be a good game. Keep that shit close, and then just keep your foot on his neck, man.
Right. Man, listen. You have your foot so heavy on that gas till you feel it dragging the street.
Yeah, yeah.
That tight.
Just
You
on
feel
E,
you.
just
Come
whatever
on,
you
man.
got, man. Like
Come
just
on.
that tire
No wiggle
flat, just
room.
let it spark over on the highway.
I'm
Just
telling you.
everybody looking, just
I'm telling you. Make that known from the start.
yeah.
And Josh Allen needs to be looking at this like, listen, I'm going to disrupt history the same way Eli Manning disrupted that almost perfect season from Tom Brady. And
Oh
you
man,
need to go in there and disrupt history for America.
yeah, for
We
America.
need this, Josh. Josh Allen, hey, we need this. You are our
Yeah,
last
yeah,
hope, man.
yeah,
You are our
yeah,
last hope.
yeah.
Because if they get to the Super Bowl,
I don't know, man. It's
they're
gonna
gonna
be
have everything in their favor. We already know that.
yeah, yeah, for sure, for
You
sure.
talking about a tall mountain to climb. The
Yeah.
Chiefs in the Super Bowl with a chance to three-peat. We don't even want them to get that close.
No,
Josh Allen, this is your time. You always show up against Patrick Mahomes. You should have beat him that year. You gave your defense 13 seconds to work with. I don't know how they let them tie that up.
yeah.
But I believe Josh Allen had 5 passing touchdowns in that game.
Mm,
Josh Allen has always shown up. Josh Allen, we don't look at Josh Allen the same way we do Lamar when they lose. It's never we always look at Josh Allen as what more could he have done? It's
hmm.
probably always his defense letting him down. But Josh Allen, forget all that. Hey
Yeah.
man, get it done this weekend
Hmm.
and go compete for your first championship because you're
Yeah.
too great. Josh
Yeah.
Allen is too great of a player not to get to the Super Bowl this year. And I'm hoping that he seals the deal. Um, and I'm gonna tell you something else that's really ticking me off about the Chiefs. And listen, again, I'm not a hater. I'm
Mhm.
just keeping it. I'm just keeping everything factual.
Yeah.
Are y'all really saying if Patrick Mahomes win this year, he's on Tom Brady's level? When Patrick Mahomes did not have to play against the defenses and the defensive players that Tom Brady had to since the moment he was drafted in what, 1998.
Mm.
Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce don't know what it's like with Ray Lewis in the middle of that field.
Hmm. Yeah.
To all our audience, Tom Brady himself said that he would
Scary.
not throw the ball to the middle of the field because he was that scared that Ray Lewis would injure his critical receivers for the rest
Mm.
of the season. That's what we're talking about right here. Y'all look at the calls that Patrick Mahomes is giving, those weak roughing the passer calls. Tom Brady used to get destroyed. Go look, it's all over social media. Literally used to get destroyed. It was one play I thought Tom Brady was gonna get his head decapitated.
Mm.
He got hit so hard, no flag. That's just what football was in the early 2000s up until the Legion of Boom in the early 2010s. I mean, that was literally the
Yeah.
last of that physical brand of football where the league said, "Listen, we got to clean this up." Cam
Yeah.
Chancellor, Earl Thomas, man, go back and look at those hits. Pat Mahomes and Travis Kelce did not have to deal with that during their championship in this dynasty run.
Mm-hmm. And
And on
that was
top of that,
really
before I
tough.
hand it over to you, brother,
Mm-hmm.
Tom Brady is undefeated against Patrick Mahomes. He beat him in the regular season. He beat him in the AFC Championship game when he was with New England, and he destroyed him in the Super Bowl when he was with Tampa.
Yeah.
So even if you tie him in Super Bowls, even if you get 8, it doesn't matter. You didn't beat him. We know what it's like to
Yeah.
see Patrick Mahomes against who we're comparing to the GOAT that we're comparing him to. You did not beat him not one time, and he was in his 40s. So I'm gonna let you have it with that, man.
And
That's
you
just what's
know,
ticking me off right now about this whole
yeah,
Pat Mahomes conversation.
yeah, you can't compare. I don't think you can compare him. I think you can see he gets his inspiration from. You know what I mean? You get kicked down that many times, and especially in those type of situations, you definitely gonna learn how to be the QB that he is now. But as far as his career is concerned, they'll probably never label him as the greatest quarterback ever. He'll definitely be one of the greatest for sure. Uh, it was pretty bad though. I mean, you beat him on two different teams. Like
Right.
it ain't really like you got outperformed on two different teams. But I mean, like, and he got his Super Bowl with Tampa Bay in his 40s, like you said. So the only what that's what Josh Allen has to go through now with Patrick Mahomes getting to that Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And I think he's capable enough of making it happen. Um, I'm more afraid of what the officiating is going to be for that game.
Yes.
That's what I'm concerned about. We've seen a bunch of times how uh certain referees or certain calls are played that changes the progress of that game for whatever team is, on its way up, whatever. Um, we have to be mindful of that. We've seen games where we have been highly disappointed about a call that changed, or somebody ended up getting the ball back because of this, or a flag went up, they lost yardage, then they lose they whatever the case may be. I hope it's not a popularity contest, which I know it's going to be anyway.
All right.
But every real football fan knows when they see some bull on that field. And
Hmm.
that's what I'm really concerned about. I'm not concerned about his talent. I'm not concerned about his will because he wants to win. We've seen it.
Yeah.
And he plays in one of the hardest states, well, not even states, the location.
Right.
He plays in Buffalo. It don't get no worse unless you a Packers fan or like Philly get they snow away. I've been to Buffalo, man. Their
Yeah.
winters might be the worst of all, like out of all of them. The snow is to your knee, maybe higher. There's people living like that on the regular.
Crazy.
You don't get no tougher than that. Kansas City, I don't know what goes on over there.
Right.
But I never heard anything.
Football purgatory.
Yeah, yeah. It's like they don't play football or they college basketball. Like that's it.
Man,
Buffalo, you either a dog or you're not.
right,
You know what I'm saying? So I think Josh Allen, as long as the officiating is where it's supposed to be, he will have the game that he needs to solidify him as maybe Patrick might not be better than me.
right.
I might have had it all this time. He just was more popular than me. I'm just talking, man. We just gonna have to see this week.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
without a doubt, man. Um, so let's just go ahead and get to the conversation. Who's your picks coming out of the NFC and the AFC this weekend?
Okay. I like the Eagles.
Hmm.
I'm not saying that the Commanders ain't blazing right now, but I feel like I really want to see them do their thing again this year. Like, I mean, especially for Saquon, man. Like all that bull with the Giants. I'm a Giants fan. I'm holding on by like a thin hair. It's like being a Giants and a Falcons fan, like you're just like right there. Like
Oh
every
yeah,
year.
for sure.
It's the same pain every year.
Every year.
But like I even heard some of my homies they saying, I might just be I used to be a Philly fan back. I might go back. I'm like, yo, chill. Like you can't I can't do that with you. But
Right.
I like Philly. I think that they're gonna take the Commanders. I'm not gonna say hands down, but I'm gonna say that's gonna be a good game. But the Eagles gonna take it. Um, just for the sake of nah. I'm gonna say the Bills. I'm gonna say the Bills. We're gonna keep it spicy this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I want Josh Allen to take whatever risk he need to take it, man. I'm tired of hearing, oh, Kansas City gonna win. I'm going with the Bills. So it's gonna be Eagles, Bills,
Yeah. Hey man,
Bills, and let me guess.
speaking into
Yeah,
existence. That's the matchup I want to see.
yeah.
Eagles Bills.
Mhm.
That would be a great Super Bowl matchup. So I'm gonna ride with Josh Allen. I'm gonna ride with Josh Allen. Um, and I think the Eagles' experience on top of them having now I am a little worried about that knee injury Jalen Hurts suffered. They're not really giving too much information on his status. We need to see if he practices tomorrow. That's going to be a true indication if he's going to play Sunday. I
Yeah,
can't see a scenario where he doesn't play, just knowing how tough Jalen Hurts is. And I know, I mean, you're right there. I cannot see a scenario where he does not step foot on that field, just with what is at stake.
yeah.
I mean, a Super Bowl berth. A Super Bowl
Man,
berth and then a 2 week break, and then you're playing in a dome in Vegas. I mean, not Vegas, but New Orleans.
New Orleans, yeah, he
So,
needs that 2 week break, man. Yeah,
yeah, which is going to be key for him. So, I think he's going to play. I think, man, you gotta get pressure on Jaden Daniels. You cannot allow him to sit in that pocket and slice and dice your defense up, which I don't think is going to happen. But and again, I think that weather. I hope that it snows the same way it did this past weekend in Philly, just to slow Jaden Daniels down some. But it's going to be a big task for Philly. But again, I think them as a team, their
Mhm.
experience
Yeah,
going to play a huge factor, and the fact that they can dominate on both ends is going to play a huge factor in them clinching this NFC berth. And let's just hope and pray we get that matchup.
yeah, man. I want to see. I want to see like I'm good. Like I'm good. I was good when the Warriors was doing that whole thing over there. Like I'm good with that. When basketball, you need to shake it up. At some point, it starts to look routine, and it
Yeah,
should be like that.
right.
So yeah, Eagles and Bills. Um, Jalen Hurts, whatever that situation is with that knee, I'm pretty sure that organization is doing whatever they need to do to
Fact.
keep him right. If they gotta put him in a ice box until he don't see nobody, just be good until next week, then so be it, man. But whatever it is, I hope he's taking care of his, but I'm pretty sure he is. They just showed a video of him in college. Not a fact, they just showed a video of him and Saquon. I guess one of them training days, they were doing squats back to back, back to back or whatever. And then the video of him in, I think it was Ohio State. He went.
Hmm.
He
Yeah.
bent, he
When
squatted
he
to
was
600.
squatting over 500.
I would say, well, yeah, 500-600 pounds. Whatever that knee is, you gonna bounce back, brother. And I need
Yeah.
to see it. You know what I mean? You could
Yeah.
do that. You could do anything.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
they gonna need him to throw the ball and they gonna need him to run too.
Hmm.
So, man, you just gotta
These quarterbacks look
wrap that
different,
knee up.
man. Yeah, they look different, man. These dudes is like they look like the running backs now. Like
Hmm.
Jalen Hurts, he's in the gym.
Yeah.
Josh Allen's in the gym. Like these quarterbacks are big. Like there's not
Right.
these little dudes no more. So
Right.
that's the one thing about Tom Brady when he was in there, man. His arms was this big and his
Right.
shoulder pad was right.
Hmm.
Shoulder pad was over it. So
Yep.
he's tough, man. Jalen Hurts got it. I do want to see the Bills take it. So that's why I'm at with it.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at this previous game with the Eagles versus the Rams, I want to say Philly's first touchdown was a run by Jalen Hurts.
Hmm.
Which put them up front most of that game. So, well, started the process of them playing from on top. Yeah, man, it's gonna be a great matchup. It's gonna be a man. I'm just you have to get see the thing with Jaden Daniels, man. They go for it on fourth too. They go
Like I
for it on fourth
said,
too. So it's like, man, once they cross the 50-yard line, man, they playing with four downs. Unless it's like a third and long, and he still converts on
yeah.
those.
But that's scary because like that's a risk taker. You're playing with
Yeah.
somebody that's willing to risk that down.
Hmm.
Anybody who sees is safe, okay, yeah, they just gonna kick that. We're gonna
Yeah.
punt it, whatever. We're gonna get that back. No, we gonna have to defend me one more time. You stick your
Hmm.
behind, me stay right there.
All right.
And if
That
I get the
matters.
first down, I'm gonna burn y'all out.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that defensive line is gonna get burnt out.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's been helping them this whole year. It's like that
Hmm.
defense is like, damn, I can't even rest on that fourth down. Like,
Right.
oh, he really about to throw this or let it run? So yeah,
Hmm.
it might be a little rough for Philly, man, but they
Like
they, they yeah.
like I was saying earlier, Matt Stafford and Jaden Daniels wears the defense out because how aggressive they are on first and second down. I mean, they don't put themselves in situations where you got to convert on third and long. We all know when you're on third and long, now you can bring the blitz.
Hmm.
So, man, you that's gonna be a great game, and it's gonna be a
Yeah, it
daunting
is gonna be a
task
great game.
for Philly too. I just
Yeah.
think we got two spectacular games on the horizon this weekend.
Mhm.
Um, but hey, to our audience, we appreciate y'all rocking with us. Your boys are both rocking with the Bills and the Eagles. That's the matchup we both want.
Yeah.
So, hey, let's get it. It got to be solid on the field. But
Your
until
foot
next
on his
time,
neck.
but hey, I'm telling you, brother, I'm telling you. But hey, you can expect another episode from the homies coming next week after this weekend's games. Hey, yeah, man,
Yeah.
y'all be safe out there and make sure you click those links and subscribe on all platforms. We're gonna continue to drop this content. Best believe we got some fireworks type of NBA episodes coming up with that ramping up. I mean, they're almost to the halfway mark of the season. All-Star is coming up, All-Star weekend is coming up. And of course, when they get back from that All-Star break, no games off because
Yeah,
they
yeah,
don't
no,
matter
they
if
got
you don't
no
want to be in
time.
that damn play-in tournament or sitting at home. So,
Yeah. And you see LeBron, he's still dunking on E40.
come on.
I see the picture in the back, bro. He still was doing this off the alley I think it was last night. Off the alley,
Come on, man.
like
40
he's
years
40
old
years
doing what
old.
he's doing.
And it's funny because there was a dude, I think it was during like a halftime or whatever during one of his games. And you know how they let you shoot the ball or whatever? So
Hmm.
like he was right, like when you like under the basket, or you gotta do is hit the backboard and just like a layup or something, but you standing
Right,
still. So for
right.
every basket, I think he was supposed to like win like $100 or something.
Hmm.
He was 42. He was like, I'm gonna show LeBron how a 40-year-old does it.
Right.
And bricked so many times. I mean, off the rip, he bricked the first shot. Like,
Trash. Trash.
People may think it's easy, man, but it ain't.
I'm telling you,
Man, get
hey,
paid the bucks for a reason, man.
hey, just go to LA Fitness at 40 and hoop and see how you feel. Come on. Bro, I
And you
swear,
playing
they
against
really be
kids out of
big.
college
Come on.
who got unlimited stamina, pause. Like it's just what it is. Like they
Right.
could play basketball all day. Like you said, you go to LA Fitness, them dudes could play 3, 4 games and be, you know what I mean, still okay, who got next? Like
Right.
he's 40 doing this. I think he still averages some of the highest minutes per game. Like
Yeah. Yeah. I
he
mean,
just started getting
really,
injured.
really, if you really think about it, all these dudes on TV that are highly critical, man, y'all know have no idea what it's like to play an 82 game season plus the playoffs. But hey, man, to our audience, we're gonna save this conversation for another day.
Yeah.
Give y'all a little preview of what's to come because we got some dynamic conversations coming up on that NBA with the NBA season. But until then, again, subscribe, support, and hey, we out.